Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another video for low levels. Recently, I've received some complaints that it's too simple, it's too easy. Why would I waste my time making the videos? I must be a special kind of special. Well, for that person that doesn't need the help, why watch the video? This is for low levels. This is not my base. This is a low level base. And I wanted to do some tests to see with their low level units if they were capable of doing the Conqueror set for the sector breach. I believe they are able to do it. Their stuff is very low level. They have a Harkin, and they just got the Harkin. It's level 1. They got it on the last sector breach, but they didn't get a chance to upgrade it. They have level 10 legendary Orions, and then they've got the legendary um, hunter or bounty hunter. So what we're going to do is we're going to release that bounty hunter on the number 1 base. I know that even though it's a level 15 and not a level 20, I know that it can clear the number 1 Conqueror base all by itself. I'm just going to let it go on its own inside that number 1 base. We'll come back to that base to speed it up in a minute, because the only problem with the bounty hunter on the level 1 Conqueror base is that it takes quite a while. But it won't injure the bounty hunter hardly at all. So on the number 2 base, we're going to release his number or level 1 Harkin, and then we're going to spread out some of the level 10 Orions. The goal here is that he can upgrade his Orions and his Harkin by getting some points. And so this is the number 2 Conqueror base. And I know that the number 1 and the number 2 are going to be no problem whatsoever. He can pretty much spam the number 1 and the number 2 base. The number 3 base is going to be the one that's going to be the challenge. And I know how to do it with my max level units. But with these lower level units, I think that it's a bit more, but we're going to find out. So there you can see on the number 2 base, we were able to kill the hidden Sea Wizard. And then this base clears pretty easily after that. And yeah, we took a little bit of damage on the Harkin and the legendary Orions, but it's not bad enough to where um, it's not going to be free repair. As a matter of fact, when we finish this base, I'm going to redeploy these same units into the number 1 base, and it should still be free repair. And yes, you can redeploy even though the attack has already started, because they were deployed after the fact in a second base, and the second base is finished, and now they will become available in the first base again. That's something that a lot of people don't know. But let's go speed that up so that we can repair, because remember, as long as there is any attack on the map, we cannot go back to our base and repair. That's why I want to speed this up, because I can't do 3 until we are fully repaired. So he's here. He still hasn't gotten to the Sea Wizard. Let's kill this Sea Wizard. I'm not sure, but I think that this Sea Wizard is a higher level than the number 2 base. The number 2 base, the Sea Wizard, doesn't seem to do too much damage. This one right here does a little bit more damage. We'll spread these out just a little bit here. and that should help us speed this base alone. As you can see, still nothing has very much damage on it at all. And we've done 1 and 2 now. Now this is just a test, guys, okay? If I don't do well on 3, then we'll figure out a way to do it. But I believe that a very low level can do this, um, provided they have Orions and provided that they buy the um, you use Blood Thorium and you buy the Legendary Bounty Hunter. Last event, I helped this guy buy the Legendary Bounty Hunter, and he got it to level 10. And then he wasn't allowed to upgrade it until this event to level 15, and he probably won't be able to upgrade it for a while to level 20. It does cost quite a bit of blood thorium. I think it was 18 blood thorium today to get it up to level 15. So here we have the number 3 base. Now on this one, remember that the problem is the moving sea wizard, and this is probably a max level sea wizard. I don't know. Um, Obviously, my bounty hunter isn't taking too much damage, but it's going to be pretty slow. I should have killed that defense slab right there, but I didn't think about it. And I could have killed the wall there while I was waiting because the wall is in my way. So I'm going to back up here. Should have killed that defense slab, though, that's for sure. Anyway, if you don't know, this bounty hunter is pretty amazing. Very amazing, as a matter of fact. Really like the bounty hunter. I don't really use it on my base because I don't need to, but I did test it, and it clears the number 1 base all by itself eventually with almost no damage. And I believe it can clear this number 3 base, to be honest. Something on the number 2 base causes it to have some damage, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Okay, good. We killed that. And now, here I make a mistake. I just release all of the Orions, and what I should have done was release 3 or 4 of them and then spread them out a lot. But here I released all of them. It wasn't necessary to release all of them. Um, the other thing I could have done is left Harkin there and and left these guys behind Harkin, sort of being protected by Harkin. But I am going to take a little bit of damage here, not too much. This is the 3rd base, and remember we're doing the 1st base pretty much entirely with, like the key factor there is the legendary bounty hunter. So there's going to be a little bit of damage here, and then I'll go back to my base. There's no damage on the Harkin. That's free repair on the Harkin, free repair on the legendary bounty hunter. A few minutes of repair time on these Orions because I put too many in. There was no need for me to put this many in. And because I put too many in, it was not free repair. I only really needed like 3 or 4, and then it would have been free repair. So this is doable. I can do it again, and show you guys that this will be free repair if you don't use all your Orions. And I recommend leaving the Harkin in as well because the Harkin and the Orions work together well. And so that's pretty much my advice on this. And then I'll take you back to the base here, and I'll show you just how low level this guy's units are. Level 1 Harkin. Um, we'll just go back to the base to see the exact time on all the repairs. We've got to recall that bounty hunter. Free repair on the Harkin. Recall the bounty hunter. Um, bounty hunter's instant repair. These few Orions here are just a few. It's going to be a few minutes before that's done, and we're not using them right now on base 1 anyway, so we can go out and do base 1, and when we're done with base 1, that will be ready to go. Um, and we're not using missiles, we're not using mercs, we're not using really anything. The one thing I will say, make sure, see, that's a level 1 Harkin. Make sure you have your shock op on. If you don't have shock op, then you're going to take a lot more damage. So make sure you have shock op on. All right. Uh, and that's pretty much it. That is a very, very low level with very low level units doing the Conqueror base, or conquer all 3 Conqueror bases in just a few minutes. And if I hadn't made that mistake, I should have only deployed 3, I think, 3 of the Orions, and we would have been good to go. You don't need all those Orions. Here we go with the 1 again, and on this one, I'll just let the legendary hunter or bounty hunter clear the whole base. He's only level 15, but he can do it no problem. And if you've got a level 20, better yet, because you're going to have more range. The difference between a 15 and a 20 is more range. The difference between a 10 and a 15 is that the 15 takes 30% less damage. So if you've got a 10, you can still do it. You just might not be free repair. It might be 5 minutes and 30 seconds and something like that. But if you thought you couldn't do it and now you can do it with 30 seconds repair, you should be good. Um, and again, for those people that don't like the videos that I have out for the low levels, I usually like to put levels out there for everybody, low levels, and I do have a pro way of doing it with max level units out there. And but I also like to show the low levels that it is very possible to do these things, and there's tricks though that you have to do it right. Like if you didn't know about you know electric op, then you'd be screwed.